Hi guys, Lisa Grail is here to finish with the transurfing theme finally. Yes, it's already fourth video I'm shooting, so if you haven't watched first 3 videos, let yourself this pleasure, because it can really change your reality. And we're going straight to business, because today I will cover up probably the most important theme: how to set up your goals correctly according to the rules of reality transurfing. And also I will focus your attention on the main rules to strengthen the effectiveness of transurfing. Okay, let's begin. You may think, what is so difficult about setting goals? And how can the goal that we set personally be wrong? At first glance, it seems that all the difficulties that we may face occur at the stage of achieving the goal, but not at the stage of setting it. Is it so? No, a little bit differently. A correctly formulated goal is the first step towards its implementation. Incorrectly formulated goal, on the contrary, only distances us from what we are striving for. Therefore, learning to set up the right goals is one of the key points on the path to success. Our goals, what should they look like? What should they be? What we call goals is often just our desires. Don't you think so?
Genie! I wish to become the most powerful sorcerer there is!
I want to earn a lot. I want to look like a fashion model. All these things are desires, although we can consider them as goals. But desires, unlike goals, are not specific. A lot is how much, like fashion model, how exactly? Such vague wordings are suitable for abstract wishes, but they fall short of the target. I want to earn $5, $10, $25,000 per month, or I want to have proportions of 90, 60, 90. This really sounds more like the goal. So the first rule, the goal must be specific. The second rule, the goal must be realistic. This doesn't mean that you need to drive yourself in some kind of framework. Let the goals be bold, far-reaching. But if we can allow desires and dreams to lead us beyond the boundaries of reality, then goals should remain within its framework. For example, I want all men to fall in love with me, or all women. This is not a realistic goal, because even the most attractive woman or man won't seem attractive to everyone. It's impossible.
An angel. I love you.
In this case, the goal may be, for example, the ability to make contacts with the opposite sex easily and naturally, or finding a life partner, or finally gaining self-confidence and sense of your own attractiveness. The third rule, the implementation of the goal should depend on you, and only on you. I want to win $1 million in the lottery. Great, but it's not the goal, because winning the lottery doesn't depend on you. If you set yourself goals, the implementation of which doesn't depend on you in any way, you run the risk of never achieving it and gaining only bitterness as a result. I checked this idea once I was visualizing the case with big money. Don't judge me for that. I imagined how this case appears on my way or right in my apartment.
That's pretty dope. What the fuck's in here? Probably like a fucking hand or some shit. What?
And what I managed to achieve was some cash on my way, around $100 all in all. There was really a period when I was finding some money on the streets, and what is more interesting, as soon as I gave up this silly visualization, this never happened again since then. Therefore, if you really want to acquire $1 million, you will have to set a goal to earn them, because simply money is not a goal. It's only the attribute of your own success in achieving your goal. The fourth rule, the goal must be warm. It seems to you that you have found the right goal, a concrete, realistic one, implementation of which depends only on you. Okay, now close your eyes and imagine. It has come true. What do you feel? Is it warming your soul? Makes you happy? The point is that often our goals are not really ours, but suggested to us from the outside by parents, environment, public opinion, and advertising. But do you really need to defend your dissertation as your dad and mom wanted from you? Compete in career success with friends, buy a fancy car, or relax at fancy resort? Your dissertation, career, and fashionable resort are quite worthy goals, but only if these are your goals, if you really want this and you want it from the heart. In fact, you dream about the work of rural teacher or about organizing shelter for animals, then all these things won't bring happiness to you. In this case, you need to either completely review your life, or at least find some way to realize your goals in the framework of the life that you are currently leading. It's not said in vain. Be careful what you wish for, because there's a chance to receive something you are not ready for. Breakneck fame when you can't go outdoors without bodyguards.
Watch your back. Watch your back. Watch. You gotta back up. You gotta back up. You gotta back up with us.
Or so much money that you don't know how to manage with them. You should be absolutely, sincerely ready to achieve your goal. Otherwise, it will destroy your life. I remember how I used to visualize that I'm living in a large studio apartment, beautiful with painted walls, with bar counter where I can make noise, sing whenever I want, and receive guests then. And this dream came true. For 2 years, I worked and lived in a loft, where commercial parties were held. There were more than enough guests. So very soon, I was extremely tired of communicating with people. I couldn't endure constantly playing loud music and drunken faces.
Hey! Oh, shit! Yeah!
So be careful what you wish for. Set up detailed goals. Okay, let's suppose you thought it over and found several goals that meet all above mentioned requirements. The next task is to formulate them correctly. To do this, it's better to move away from computer and arm yourself with pen and paper. Why? Because in formulating goals, we turning not only and not so much to our consciousness as to our subconscious. But our subconscious is much more easier to convince by diligently spelling words in paper, like in childhood, than by mechanical taping them on keyboard. So we formulate the goals. There are also a few rules here. First, the goal should be formulated in the present tense. Not I want to earn $10,000 a month, but I earn. It looks somehow unusual, but it has a deep meaning. We communicate with our subconscious mind, remember? So, with such formulations, we accustom the subconscious mind that our goal will be certainly realized. We have confidence in our own success. And a person who is confident in his own success, as you know, can work miracles. The second rule in the formulation of the goal: there should be no negative sentences, namely any not, because our subconscious mind simply doesn't see them, doesn't perceive them. That is, I don't smoke, this is a bad goal, because subconscious most likely will safely skip the not particle, and you will smoke a cigarette as before, surprised that you can't quit. Therefore, all denials should be reformulated. For example, as following: I'm free from the habit of smoking. Third, the goal must be very clear. We all remember different fairy tales where the heroes are caught unaware due to the fact that they didn't know how to formulate their desires clearly. Imagine that in formulating goals, you are addressing a certain creature who understands everything quite literally. In our reality, it works like this, because you remember our subconscious mind. Therefore, if you write a goal, I'm doing repairs of my apartment, don't even doubt that you will begin it. But it's not a fact that you will finish it. Another example, I'm losing my weight. And this process can stretch in time indefinitely. But you really don't want to lose weight or make repairs in the apartment. You are interested in the result, don't you? So, formulate the goals accordingly.
Be specific with your words. The deal is in the detail.
Got it.
Which I don't really understand, because if she already likes you, why change?
I told you, she has to marry a prince.
I just want to go home, man.
Okay, I can do that.
So now let's figure out what contributes to the fact that transurfing will work faster and more efficiently. More attention in books of reality transurfing is paid to the term free energy. This is the energy of human that triggers external intention, the force that sends us to those lines of life where the desires become reality. Vadim Zeland claims that eating heavy chemical food, consuming dirty water, we block our energy and it's hard to complete even our daily activities, let alone doing your own business. Especially in the modern world where we are completely hung with pendulums, to which we are giving our precious energy away. Even unsolved problems, conflicts, also pendulums that pump energy from us. Think about it. Also, it's quite natural that bad habits, drinking alcohol, smoking are also anchors that inhibit us on our way to the dream. Vadim Zeland calls them energy credits. At first we enjoy it, feel energy, and then we feel unwell and sick. So, to increase the level of your free energy, we need to make a deep cleansing of the body and the transition to a lighter type of nutrition. Vadim Zeland is a stickler for strict raw food diet. He inspired me to start raw veganism too. But now I know that raw food diet is not always beneficial. If you want to know what kind of nutrition will contribute to raising energy, watch my video on this topic here. Also, if you are interested in more radical methods of cleansing your body, then I have 2 videos about fasting, where I share my own experience. So let's suppose you brought your energy to another level. What else can help you? Keep on holding your awareness. People are sleeping on the go, wrecked like oysters to the irritants. Try not to spend energy on verbal confrontations and reading negative news. I used to love to read about aircraft crashes, and actually it can be really dangerous. Don't waste energy on criticism. If you don't like the picture in the gallery, you don't stand in front of it screaming out swear words, don't you? You just go to another hall, choose another paintings for your admiration. Another good advice, if at this moment everything is awfully bad in your life and seems that there is no silver lining, you have to work hard at your hateful job, just rent yourself out, without emotions, effortlessly, but impeccably do your job. This period will pass much faster than in case when you complain every day that you hate your work. Be in a permanent, even a little bit crazy expectation of miracles, as if you are going to have fun with friends. Keep the holiday within you. What else I wanted to tell you? Yes, special bonus. Vadim Zeland claims that energy cannot be accumulated. It either circulates freely in the body as it passes through the body, or it's blocked in certain parts of the body where diseases are formed. In order for energy to pass through the body freely, Vadim Zeland shares special energy exercises. You can perform these exercises while standing or lying. During the deep breath, try to imagine as vividly as you can that from the bottom to top, starting from your crotch and ending with your head, top of your head, you are permitted by the energy flow coming from the earth. Powerful and strong, it literally fills you with a free energy, moving along your spine. In the same way, exhaling, Imagine the passage of the powerful stream of cosmic energy through a channel running along your spine, starting from above, from the crown chakra, then bypassing the crotch, and then going to the ground. Try to use force of imagination to influence on passing streams of energy, strengthening them and holding inside you at the same time. Then imagine that the incoming flows passing through you, turning into the powerful fountains, gradually connecting with each other, which then take the form of energy sphere, inside which you are attracted mentally. Imagine that you are a balloon, the surface of which, increasing gradually, merges with the boundaries of the sphere, absorbing the maximum amount of energy. Constantly repeating these exercises, you will learn to imagine and really feel energy flows passing through you. Forming the energy sphere flows provide protective energy shelter, which is combined with etheric body and creates stable energy structure. This gymnastics allows you to clean the central and subtle channels for the free circulation of energy, preserving it in the energy sphere that is formed around you, recreating a previously damaged shell through which your energy was expelled from your body. The recreated energy shell will protect you from diseases and problems, and you will feel how both strength and harmony are restored around you. And also it's recommended to repeat the following statements in your head while making these exercises. I feel how my energy is intensifying. I'm full of strength and energy. You know, sometimes I'm making these exercises in public transport and I feel the reaction of people around me. Some begin to stare at me, someone trying to stand closer to me, and I think it really works. In these videos about transurfing, I didn't touch the topic of training the external intention using dream control, that is, lucid dreaming. But on this subject, I will shoot 2 separate videos. And once again, I want to advise you reading the books of Vadim Zeland because they are really useful and life-affirming books. This is where I've finished a vlog devoted to transurfing. Maybe I will shoot a couple more videos if I remember something, or if soon transurfing surprises me with its results. And in the comments below, please share your observations and results as well. If it was informative and interesting, please like and subscribe. Stay true and kind. The rest things, never mind. Let your wishes come true.